What up, y'all? Appreciate you showing up, hanging out, listening to my dumb ass. Like and subscribe. So, Starfield, it's coming very soon, and the preload it began yesterday actually, and some people are playing it. Some people are 15 hours in, and no bugs, apparently, and it's how beautiful it is and the and the creation engine and all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, good stuff. I mean, there will be bugs, but 15 hours in and no bugs? Sounds pretty good to me. But there are donkey unicorns and ponies out there that are trying to sabotage this game as far as the Metacritic score. So they are out there publicly admitting that they're going to review bomb this game. They said, oh, I got 100 sock accounts, and I'm gonna go, and 100 fake accounts, and I'm gonna go on Metacritic, and I'm gonna give it all zeros and all this stuff. I'm like, this is the dumbest. It's so dumb. Any outlet, professional outlet, like the user score, who cares? Because that's just a bunch of fanboys playing around. But the outlets, if they give it lower than a certain amount, like if there is a 0 on the critics, then it's a fake account and whatever, fanboys or whatever. Maybe somebody hacked their account. Who knows? But we all know that Starfield is not going to be like that. It's like giving Baldur's Gate 3 a 0. It's just not going to happen. I don't know if it has. I haven't looked at Metacritic, but that doesn't happen because it's a good game. Starfield is in that echelon of games. Like, you got Tears of the Kingdom, you got Baldur's Gate 3, you got Starfield. Those 3 games happen to be RPGs. Those are gonna dominate. They're gonna be in every game of the year list. That's what's up. And these donkey unicorns, these ponies, publicly admitting that they're gonna review bomb a game is they're scared, and they're trying to reassure their pony brethren, their equine brethren, that, oh, don't worry, don't be scared, don't be hurt, don't be down bad. We'll fix it with some review bombs. I'm like, yo, that's not gonna stop everybody from buying it, everybody from playing it. The fact alone that the mod community is all gonna jump on this and just do some crazy banana stuff, that's the main reason why the PC version, it will be the prime version, the best version. Regardless, I mean, performance aside, the performance is gonna be better on PC anyway, but the mods are what make these games last for 10 years. The mods are what make these games sell for 10 years. And the modders are just like, yo, if this is just like Skyrim, the mod stuff. I was watching a video of a mod, I think it was Destin was talking to a modder or somebody, and they showed a screenshot of the mod tools, and I'm like, I mean, that's a modder's dream. It's just like, boom, it's charts, it's like, boom, boom, boom. I was like, no, this is for real. I forgot what it's actually called. Create? I forgot what it's called, the actual mod tools, but they're in depth. They're freaking, yeah, let's go. And so I'm like, yo, if I was a modder, the promise of a new game coming out and hundreds of millions of people playing it, or at least tens of millions playing it. I'll say hundreds of millions playing it, is like, it's alluring. I mean, even though I don't know if modders, some of them get paid because but a lot of them are free mods and stuff like that. But sometimes a modder will do something so fabulous that Bethesda will be like, oh snap, who's this guy? Let's go, and then they hire him. That's how a lot of these modders get jobs at these big studios. I don't know if that's something that they want to do, because that's work, working at a big studio. But if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. But still, the power of this game, if you notice, if you look at the timeline, they were trying to say, oh, where's all the ads? Where's this? Where's that? It's like, look, there's ads. Don't worry about it. And then Pete Hines had to come out and say, look, don't worry about it. We know what we're doing, all right? And now it's like, boom. Here's the preload is this date for console, this date for PC. People are getting their codes, review codes are going out and stuff. And I have heard zero negative press from the people who are getting the mods. Yes, they're under NDA, but some of the leaky leaks of the, the insinuations of it, it's like, yeah, it's all positive. Even Paris Lilly has it, and he's just smiling, got Kool-Aid smile on his face, probably sitting in a Starfield chair. And he's just like, eee. I was gonna do a video about Paris because he doubled down on what he was saying before, but we're not gonna do that. We talk about Starfield, we talk about this positivity. I'm super hyped for it. And I'm gonna have a few days to play with it before Labor Day weekend. I think I might be going out of town, so I'm not gonna be taking my Xbox with me. I'm gonna be out of town and be chilling. I'm gonna unplug for a minute. But I'm gonna definitely start Starfield. And I'm gonna be like, oh man, I wanna play it. But it's only a couple of days, so it's all good. But Starfield is like a once in a generation type of event, game event, if you will. I mean, it's just like what Skyrim was. And mostly it's due to the fact of how open it is, how it's on many different devices and platforms, and the mods, the mod community per se. And like I said, that's the same kind of path that Starfield will follow, except Starfield is a way bigger game. There's way more to do in Starfield. And that aspect alone caters to more gamers than Skyrim ever did. Like, I played Skyrim, I was like, oh, it's cool, got dragons and stuff, all the cool things I like. Yeah, it's fantasy, it's cool, right? But it didn't have spaceships, it wasn't sci-fi, it didn't have this many factions, it didn't have the 3 main planets, probably more. It didn't have like the main story that I don't really know what it's about, but I kind of know what it's about, but not really. Regardless, like, I'm usually like, oh, I want a nice narrative and stuff type of gamer. But I don't even care about the narrative of Starfield. I'm like, yo, give me a ship, I'm gonna buy all the apartments on freaking Aquila. Not Aquila, I probably Neon. I'm definitely get a crib on Neon. And then the capital city, I can't remember what the capital city's called. I'm gonna get apartment Air Planet. Then I'm gonna build settlements. I'm gonna do all of that. I'm gonna build so many shit, man. That is like the forever game. I know I keep saying that, but I just think about it. I was like, and then plus the mods. And then, I mean, the mods on the spaceship building alone is gonna be bananas. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand how giant this game is gonna be. And everybody's trying to pump up, oh, Baldur's Gate 3 is this, and Baldur's Gate 3 is that, it's the highest reviewed game in the world, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, that may be true, but mad bugs. Nobody's talking about Jason Schreier talked about the bugs, but nobody cares about what he says, right? And Arthur Geese talked about the bugs. Nobody cares about what he says, because they're whatever. And I'm like, how come nobody's talking about the bugs in Baldur's Gate 3? How come the review scores don't affect the bugs don't affect the review scores in this game? And I think it's because it's a Dungeons and Dragons game and they just have a super fan base, just like Nintendo freaks, same thing. So yeah, it gets the D&D push, it gets that D&D bump. But Baldur's Gate is not for everyone. And the problem with these donkey unicorns and these ponies that they don't understand is that it's a D&D game. It's a dice rolling game. It's the exact game that they don't play. They never play these games. And so them capping for it, I know I said this before, but them capping for it is gonna be the downfall of the actual game. Because when it releases on PS5, it ain't gonna sell that many. It'll sell a little bit. It ain't gonna sell. Or I don't know if some people return it or something, but yeah, nah, it's not gonna do those. It's not gonna do PC numbers. It's just definitely not gonna do it because D&D players are not on PlayStation. They're on PC. Period. So, but anyway, back to Starfield. 'Cause that's more important. That's a bigger game. I think it's a more mainstream game. mainstream game. And personally, for me, I am more attracted to Starfield than Baldur's Gate 3. I appreciate the Baldur's Gate 3 kind of cinematic quality as far as like it being like Mass Effect, but that's the only thing. Everything else is like, I'm good. Like I seen when you go into a battle, I'm like, And one of the things that Arthur Geese said that I had no idea, and I'm glad he said it. When you're in battle, right, it's turn-based. So if you're staying there and you're trying to figure out, what am I gonna do? You're taking your time. The world around you that you're in still operates in real time, which is kind of stupid because you're like, okay, let me see. My baby mama called me. Let me go. No. The world is gonna keep going, and if a group of guards or orgs or something or orcs come on through, guess what? They're gonna be like, oh snap, and then they're gonna be part of the fight too, and you're just chilling in suspended animation. They're not gonna attack you, but they'll join the fight. And so I'm like, that's stupid. I don't want to play a game like that. Well, how am I gonna be in a whatchamacallit, in a battle that is turn-based, but the world is still real? The world doesn't stop. Like, how's that gonna work? And Arthur was like, yeah, that's a bullshit. And he's like, yeah, I was sitting there and I was doing the game, and then some orcs or something just ran up on me and they joined the fight. I was like, what? I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. That's not, nope. Now you pass on that one right there. So these are things that all these glowing reviews, they ain't saying nothing about it. It almost feels like it's a conspiracy, because I'm like, yo, wait, what? How come y'all ain't saying about the negative? I haven't heard anything negative about it until recently. So I'm like, why y'all not saying? Why y'all not telling me about these bugs? Why aren't y'all telling me about, and he said something about a save bug. I can't remember the exact specifics, but I was like, and he had to go, I think he had to revert back to a previous saver. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, bugs aside, I'm like, look, bugs like that, like the whole real-time versus turn-based, real-time world turn-based battle, I'm like, yeah, nah, I don't even want to play that. That alone, if that was in like the description of the box and stuff, real-time, like turn-based battle in a real-time world, I'm like, wait, that's not a good thing. Why are you saying that? I wouldn't want to play a game like that. You know, I don't care what the cutscenes and all that stuff looks like. No, I'm good. So, yeah, nah. I mean, you just have to be a real Dungeons & Dragons freak for that. But anyway, Starfield. So yeah, Starfield is a monster. Starfield is a beast. They tried to do the 30 frames per second, try to make that a controversial point. Didn't work. They tried to make the you're not getting a demo at Gamescom, try to make that a controversial point. Didn't work. All the things that they're saying now, this was on X. They said, oh, look, the title screen is horrible. Look at the UI in this. This is horrible. This is crap. I'm like, y'all are really reaching. Y'all are really reaching. If that's your complaint, the title screen, the UI of the title screen, you just need to stop. You need to stop, because y'all are looking foolish. Between the review bombing and critiquing the title screen, they got nothing. They're trying their hardest to make it sound like there's something bad about this game. And there probably is something that's, whatever. But we'll see. You gotta get into the game and dig in it. And as far as 15 hours in with no bugs, shoot, that's enough. That's enough for me to be like, yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna be playing this game forever. Let's go. They can't do anything. They cannot fight against the power of Starfield. Once again, Starfield, a game of this generation. Sony has none. Sony made a mistake. They went and made a PS4 Pro, and all their games are PS4 Pro games. And as much as the fanboys and the donkey unicorns and the ponies would like to not admit it, that's what's happening. That's what they're getting. They don't want to admit it, but that's the reality of the situation. So, oh well, while we're playing an actual next-gen super dope game, Starfield, y'all gonna be playing Baldur's Gate 3, I guess. Not really, because you're not going to like that game. And Spider-Man 2, which is just Spider-Man with an extended map and some new bosses. they added some DLC bosses and some cutscenes and a couple of moves. That's it. Y'all are gonna be so down bad. I mean, you're down bad now. Just wait till the game comes out and you're done with Spider-Man in the weekend, and we're still playing Starfield for years. We're gonna be playing Starfield. When the next generation Xbox comes out, we will still be playing Starfield. And what Xbox is gonna do is gonna be like, you know what? We're gonna do a next gen update remake. This probably won't be a remake because that's a huge game. So they'll do a next gen update, 60 frames, 120 frames a second, 4K native, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff. Maybe they'll do a graphics pass. Maybe they'll do actual real ray tracing. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, Sony's probably gonna do the same thing. But how many times can you play the same game over and over again? You know, how many times can you do that and actually enjoy it? And say, oh, look, there's ray tracing and the reflections are so pretty. And you're playing the same 10-hour game. Man, y'all got caught. Y'all got caught out there with your pants down and Sony smacked you in the face with your pants down. That's embarrassing. Look, y'all created this. The Ponies and Donkey Unicorns created this monster, created this beast where Sony said, this is what our consumers want. These cinematic games that are 10 hours or whatever. And they're cutting them down shorter and shorter because they can't afford to make games like that, to make those big, giant 20-hour cinematic games, single-player games. And even though Starfield is a single-player game, it's Bethesda. That's their specialty, so none for you. Sorry. But anyway, I appreciate y'all hanging out. Y'all subscribe. Let me know in the comments below. Are y'all hyped for Starfield? Yes, you are. How y'all gonna play it? And what do you think about these Donkey Unicorns, these ponies? I mean, trying everything in the book to make Starfield look bad, and they're failing at every point. They're failing. You know, Sony, Jim Ryan, Herman Hulse, none of them are saying nothing. They're silent. They're quiet. They got muted through all the CMA stuff. They got muted. Once they signed that contract, they got muted. They muted. They blocked everybody. Oh, man, I appreciate y'all. I really, really do. And, yo, shout out to, I forgot who it was in the comments, but, yo, you wrote the longest comment in history, and I read it once. I'm going to read it again, and I'm probably going to do a separate video on it, you know, but I got to read it and kind of put it all together, put the talking points in it, and then I think I want to do a video because literally I would write a short story essay back in the comments with you. I'd rather just talk about it. So that'll be coming soon. I just gotta give me a little bit of time on that, but I definitely appreciate your time you put in, you know, writing such a long comment. You know, stuff like that doesn't go unnoticed by me. So remember that, you know. And of course, I'll always like it, but at the same time, you know, like I said, I'm gonna do a little video on it. But I appreciate, and I'll see you on the next one. Tilt the weight.